Stop being annoying. Obey. One of the worst makeup tutorials you'll ever watch in your life. That is the contents of my makeup. Quince. Oh no, it's ounce. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Els, aka The Witch, and today I'm doing something a little bit different. I have attempted to explain how I do my makeup.
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Because it has been highly requested. So you lot asked for this and I have delivered.
Flashback.
I take the shade Ounce. Awful. So please appreciate the struggle that we have gone through, but we made it. This is the end product, so we actually got there in the end, believe it or not. Spoiler alert, I know. In this video, I'm going to be explaining how to do my makeup. If you don't like makeup, please don't go. Please do not leave me just yet. Don't clock out just because you see makeup and me doing makeup and all that. This is probably one of the worst makeup tutorials you'll ever watch in your life, but just appreciate it. It's me being me, and if you like my videos and you enjoy my kind of sense of humor, then stay watching because it's not all what it seems. You might like it, you never know. So this is me transforming into my former self with no makeup. It's not great. So without further ado, let's do a quick transition, and we're gonna see me with no makeup on. Enjoy, everyone. You're welcome. Dun, dun, dun. I always feel like this part is the big reveal of makeup videos. Like, I don't know if this is mean or not, but sometimes I skip forward in a makeup tutorial to the part where they get rid of their makeup just to see what they look like without makeup. Is that bad? I'm assuming people are gonna do it with this one. So here I am. Here is my face without makeup. It's very pale compared to my body, probably. Fun fact about having pale skin, which is absolutely fabulous. You get red marks. Like, I've got red marks on my face. Look at this, nice detail on the chin. Love it. They're not actually spots. I probably had a spot there once upon a time, but because I have pale skin, it likes to linger around and it just takes a very long time to disappear. So that's that. So yeah, this is my face. Let's get into the makeup tutorial. First up, I'm gonna put some, what's this? Oh God. I have combination skin, which means my nose gets oily, which is great. I love it. Anyway, so because of that, I have to use this primer, which is mattifying primer. So I'm gonna whack some of that on my nose, why not? Probably doesn't do anything, but it's better to like try, do you know what I mean? So just put that on my nose to try and stop it from looking oily in about an hour's time. And then I'm gonna use this Badescu, I don't know. Anyway, it's Rosewater face spray. I feel like it does something and it's good for my skin, so there you go. Get a brush. This has got dust on it, which is a good start. All the brushes I'll be using today are from eBay. They are like dupes, which is, I think, is just basically a rip-off. I can't remember which one this is, so I'm sorry about that. I'll probably try and find it and put it in the description. But yeah, this is what I use for my foundation. The foundation that I use, if it's daytime, I'm so bad at this. I use the Fit Me by Maybelline Matte Poreless in shade 120. Yeah, that's that. And if I'm going somewhere that I actually care about, I have this Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation, which is good for my skin because obviously, as I keep saying, it gets oily. I feel like it's quite heavy coverage, which I like. You know, the more the merrier when it comes to makeup. And if I'm like unsure about the place I'm going to, like it might be worth my while or it might not be, I combine the two. So I use both. Love that. Need a mirror, that would help. This is the part where my face transforms from looking quite pale to looking orange, so we love that. My camera doesn't give me a preview, so when I'm just whacking this stuff on my face and hoping for the best, and I don't know what it looks like on camera, so hopefully it's not terrible. Probably fast forward this bit because it's a bit boring, isn't it? If it runs out during this, that'd be great. Oh, it's all going wrong. For me, there's no real art to applying foundation. I mean, I just whack it on the brush and just get it on your face. Cover stuff up. If there's any patches, put some more on, do you know what I mean? You need to blend it in your neck because basically the whole purpose of makeup is to trick people into thinking that you're this amazing, gorgeous person, when in reality, my face is a completely different color to my body. And it's bright red. That was a lot of effort. The next stage is concealer. What does does concealer do? We need to highlight the under eye to get rid of my bags, and also the highlight area. I don't know the technicalities, but I'm just gonna do it and you can see where I apply my concealer and then copy it if you want. Anti-age, which is what I need. What brand is this? It's rubbed off, so that's great. I'll confirm in the description. So if you need to know, look there in 01 Light. Most of the stuff that I use, to be honest, is from high street drugstores because I'm cheap and I like to get the most for my money. So yeah, I just apply it underneath my eyes and I apply it to that area because I feel like it needs a little bit of highlight on my nose, above my lip. And if I have any spots or just like red marks, which I do on my chin, like always, I apply it on there. Wait a little while for that to absorb into the skin. And I take this, which is another eBay brush, but it's great. This set actually, this whole set was like 8 quid. This is why I go on eBay to buy brushes, and they're actually good. I think it's a dupe of the Morphe brushes. So I use this to blend my concealer. And just, you know what, just pat around. My eyes are really bloodshot, Jesus Christ. I've got a cramp in my feet because I'm sat on a cushion. I feel like this makeup tutorial is honestly gonna be one of the worst makeup tutorials ever made. Maybe I'll name it that. Yep, that's the title, there we go. I feel like this is the reality of makeup. Look at this actually. And I don't want to fool everyone by this setup because I feel like it looks quite nice, but I've actually cleaned each part of my makeup because it's always dirty. This is my makeup bag, which was white once upon a time. And look, that is the contents of my makeup. So yeah, everything that I'm getting out, if it looks clean, then it's only because I just like literally cleaned it before I started this tutorial. So I finished blending my concealer, and what I do next is I set the concealer in place with some setting powder. It's called Bacon. I've wetted this beauty blender, which is looking a bit worse for wear. It's had better days and it's quite old. So if any beauty brands are watching, then help me. And then I have the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, which I'm sure everyone probably knows about by now. And we get some little powder looking thing there. And what I do is I dip the beauty blender in the powder and pull that face whilst I'm applying the powder, because otherwise the crease just comes straight back. Okay, so we've got the powder on, it needs to like resonate on my face. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I am lucky, I suppose. I don't know about lucky, but I have the type of ginger / red hair where I don't have the blonde eyebrows and the blonde eyelashes. I have naturally dark eyebrows and eyelashes. So I just basically use, oh that's lip liner. So what I do is I first outline my brow with the NYX eyebrow pencil in soft brown. Just do that. So like the bits where it's a bit disconnected, I just fill out. Oh, I have pins and needles in my ankle. Right, so what happened there was my camera stopped recording, so that's great. So to recap, I was using the NYX crayon, and then, which we also missed, I used the Rimmel Brow This Way, which is rubbed off. It has a gel on one side and a powder on the other. So what I did was I used that and I basically filled out whatever I'd outlined. And then I used the other end of the NYX thing and I just blended that bit. The final part of my brow routine, I use this wonky MAC, I don't know what it is, I think it's a makeup brush, but I like it because the top half is really sturdy, and I get the concealer that I was using earlier, take the wonky, nearly probably about to die, MAC brush, and I dip it into the sponge and just go over the outside. And basically that's my brows. That's how I do my brows. The next step is to get rid of the powder that I put on my face earlier. I'm using this big brush from the eBay set. Just do that. Okay, so next thing is what people would call contour. But because it's just my everyday look, basically what I do is a slanted brush, if fun fact. And the same Mineralize MAC powder, but in the shade Give Me Sun, which is a bronzer, and basically put it up the side of my cheek, like this. And then I take a little bit on my nose and just put it on either side, because I feel like this does something, but I'm not sure what. And then I take this brush, which is like a blending brush, and I just blend out the bronzer out a little bit, especially on the nose, because we don't want to see that. And then it comes to, so we start with the Ardell this is long. Ardell Shade FX drops, which are basically like highlighting drops, so it comes as like a drip thing. So I just blend that in. And then I take the KIKO eyeshadow in 208. It's a very good highlighter. It's like a gold color, and I use this brush, which is this one's actually legit. Real Techniques 206 brush, setting spray. So I'm going to use the Rosewater that I used earlier to make the brush wet, obviously. Put a load on, and then I put it on my cheek. Oh, something fell on the floor. Fantastic. In the inside of this sleek palette, we have a load of highlighters. So sometimes, depending on what outfit I'm wearing, this is actually really good highlighter. So I put a little bit, just a little bit, on my cheek, because it just makes it even more glowy. And there is my highlight. Sometimes, if I can be bothered, to make the contour a little bit more defined, I take some more powder and I put some here. This next part of my makeup is the biggest rush, because I'm just like over it at this point. People always ask me about my eyeshadow. The Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, and this palette is very dirty, as you can see. And I use the shades Dirty Talk and Scorched for the main part of my eye. I always try to use a red / warm colour on my eyes, because obviously I have ginger hair, and I feel like it goes quite a lot. And then I take the shade Quince, oh no, it's Ounce. I take the shade Ounce, Awful, to blend out the rest of my eye, because obviously it's quite dark. Then I'm gonna wet the thing again, wet the brush again, and then I go back to the highlighter, a load on there to highlight my brow bone. And then I use this number 7 Dramatic Lift for the ultimate wide awake look, which is probably what I need because I'm quite tired. On an everyday basis, I don't really use fake eyelashes. And I've stopped actually recently using eyelashes as much because it's so much effort. And then finally we come to the lips. Where is my lip liner? Once my lips are outlined, I like to create a little ombre look on my lips. So I use the Sleek Lip Shot in, what shade is that? Don't ask, that's literally the shade. I just apply that all over my lips. I ran out of lipstick, so I'm just having to use this at the moment. So yeah, that goes everywhere. And there we have it, finally. We got there in the end after that struggle. Anyway, this is my everyday makeup look. I hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, please just like allow it. Do you know what I mean? And if you're not even into makeup, but you're still watching, thank you. I've obviously done something that wasn't too terrible. I'll be back on Sunday with some more amazing content for you. We'll be back to gaming. I'm gonna do some more gaming. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Comment, I always reply to my comments. I love conversating, you know? And I hope you learned something today, even if it wasn't to do with makeup. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.